Oh, wow.
Oh, gosh.
We've seen some hands in this heat, haven't we, Jesse?
Well, this is a sick puppy right now. I think this dog is going to hunt. And look at poor Cleary's percentage there. The queens are out, the aces are out. He's got ace queen. What do you imagine is going to happen from here?
Well, McGill's putting a raise. Cleary could come back over the top here.
It's been a raise and a re-raise to him.
14 more, yeah?
Yep.
Only.
Oh, John McGill is just smooth called with these aces.
Wow.
What's that about?
Oh, that is incredible. Sorry, I thought he'd raise there with the aces. I would have raised there with the aces.
And Cleary is trapped in here like a duck. I mean, why would McGill smooth call? Obviously, he doesn't think Johnny Greek is that strong, does he?
No.
And I'll tell you what, there's some sick flops that could come out right now. That's not one of them. That could, I was going to say, really get Ian Cleary in trouble. But I don't see how Johnny Greek's going to get away from this.
No, and if McGill checks this, then Johnny Greek will probably bet it.
Check.
Well,
Check.
the only good news for Johnny Greek right now is that if he does bet it, Anthony, I mean, there are a lot of hands that would have called before the flop that beat him now, aren't there?
He's trapped him here, Jesse. McGill's trapped him.
You know,
He's making out, he's thinking, oh, has he hit any part of that flop?
the bet is 25,000.
It's just a question of whether he'll flat call this, Jesse, or whether he'll come over the top.
All in.
I think he said all in, Jesse.
Yeah, come over the top. Not in McGill's arsenal. I mean, flat call not in McGill's arsenal right now. Probably because of Ian Cleary, I guess.
I don't think Johnny the Greek can get away from this, Jesse. I think he's got to call it with having the overpair.
I mean, obviously he can't put McGill on the aces, but could he put him on something like 2 7s, 2 8s, 2 9s?
No, I think he calls this.
Is it too big a possibility that McGill has something like 9 10 or 8 10 and
he could
he's
put
drawing?
He could put McGill on a pre-raise flop of ace king, couldn't he?
It's going to cost all of Johnny Greek's chips.
I don't think he can get away from it. This would be a fantastic pass if he passed this.
It's kind of ironic because clearly Greek is thinking about folding, whereas before the flop, McGill would have had all his chips for sure. I mean, there are several hands that McGill could have that he could beat, aren't there?
There are, but I just think Johnny the Greek's going to book him for ace king.
Call.
He's going to go all in.
He has called. And Johnny Greek says, I was trussed up like a turkey there. No way he can get away from it, he says.
You have to ask for them.
And the unfortunate thing here right now for Greek is that obviously Cleary folded a queens. There's only one in the deck for him. He's almost got just as good a chance as trying to get running cards for a straight. This could be all over before it starts. If McGill can make this hand hold, he will be huge chip leader.
6 for the split. You'd take that now, wouldn't you?
No, definitely. Well, I'd have to complain about it. I mean, I'd have to say no, not for me.
Go on then. Let's see a 6.
Needs to be a 6 or queen.
Oh.
It's not. And this is the end, my Greek friend. Johnny Greek, first man off the tundra.
Oh Jesus! Now he's going to be obnoxious now. You know, he's going to be unbearable.
I'm never.
You're going to be unbearable. Pushing chips in all over the place.
Just a nice guy.
The man they didn't want to have the chips, the bully in red, John McGill, has got the lead 5-way. There's storm clouds, but will he rain?
No one to play with? There's always partypoker.com. I'm Roxanne Ciordia, and this is the PartyPoker.com European Open 3. Whether learning the game or mastering the art of poker, take note because it's Europe's finest. Back over to the table.
Well, this was quick. It's only taken 21 hands, and McGill's got half the chips.
Yeah, he's really starting to take command now. The others really need to get involved, otherwise he's going to win this heat very easy.
I mean, Tantu there, he's in second place, basically only by virtue of the fact that he hasn't locked up with John McGill yet. That's
I'm going to just switch mine.
second
Now
place
I've
is
got
the guy
anyone
that
there.
hasn't
I'm gonna
tangled
switch
with the
these
chip
over there.
leader.
They might get a bit luckier than they were over there.
What,
I'm not trying to get him away from you.
what's the strategy if you're sitting there and you're Dave Garbatz or Barry Hearn right now?
Well, basically, if you feel that John McGill's going to outplay you on the flops, Jesse, then you've got to gamble with him pre-flop really, and try and get an all-in heads up with him.
Call.
Call.
Still second level, so there's theoretically a lot of play in these
All right.
chips. But Barry
Raise
Hearn,
to 8.
is this an isolation bet right now? With the 2 5s making it 8,000.
Yeah, possibly.
Oh, jeez. Well, this
Oh,
is
He's hit some cards, hasn't he?
this is like giving Little Red Riding Hood bigger teeth than the wolf.
He might flat call this though, really.
Well, the bet's only 8,000.
If he raises, he's going to lose Barry.
McGill thinking about his options. He does have a limp and a raise.
Aureus.
Is there any amount where he could just get one caller, which is, I guess, the kind of action he'd want?
Possibly. I mean, normally Barry would put his hand down, but as he's quite low stacked, I'm wondering if he's going to gamble with him.
28 total.
8,000 plus
28
20
total.
more, and there is absolutely no way that any of these players could believe that McGill has a big hand
House.
again.
No, and if Barry books him for ace-king,
House.
Tantu having a think. Tantu's actually got the best shot at king cracking with the ace.
you can't call with ace-rag.
It's 20,000 on Baza. Does
House.
he want to eat crow now?
Does he want to gamble? That's what he's thinking. He might...
20 to go, is it? 28 to go.
28 in total, yeah. 20.
Can Barry call this bet, or is it all in or fold?
Could be anything. Could call, could fold.
Move is to stick them all in.
Could be
really.
all in. He's just saying, I don't know whether to stick it all in.
There's no doubt about that.
If he thinks McGill's got ace-king, Jesse, I think he would gamble and put it all in.
Are you feeling really lucky?
12th luckiest guy in the world. Do you feel lucky?
No, not against you at the moment. No.
Wow, that was very
Pass.
mature
Yeah,
pass.
it's
by
very,
Hearn.
very good pass.
Only just one.
Just one?
Yeah.
Well, sure. I'll take it, do you? Pick one.
That was good enough.
Okay. I'm a good guy.
It's better television. Oh, you missed the TV moment.
He's saying he's a good guy, but he didn't show him the other king.
No, it's
I
not.
mean, there's
It's
no
on
way
the
you
TV.
can, a guy
Just
could get
explain it
aces
anyway.
followed
You
by
lost the
kings.
live
It's
action.
too lucky.
Listen, Barry Hearn knew what he had. Don't worry about that.
Barry Hearn's been involved in all kinds of sports, most recently with Leyton Orient Football Club and boxing with Chris Eubank. But it all started out with Steve Davis and snooker.
I did have one huge strike of luck in 1974 when a young ginger kid walked into my life whose name was Steve Davis. And he turned out to be the best player in the world and also my best friend. And that's a slice of luck that opened doors, and from then onwards both our friendship and the business has been successful.
Poker's really gripped Barry, and Barry's gripped poker as well.
We've got people like Chris Moneymakers won the World Series entering on an online competition. So the dream is there for everybody. You get the best hand, you can beat the best player. Now, you may not win a tournament on that basis, but everyone has a chance because Lady Luck does have a huge amount to play in it. And I just find the game is a mixture of a huge amount of skill, probably 25% luck, and a little bit of flair thrown in. It's like the topping on a Christmas cake, isn't it?
Baza has a phenomenal record in this format. 7 final tables, including a runner-up finish in this event's first running.
When I go to bed at night, I dream about many things. As a kid,